Hey everyone, welcome back to Jack Mock. So here we have week 16 of building my Spider-Man versus Sinister 6 New York City battle mock. So I've made a lot of progress. As you can see, Oscorp right here is looking better than ever. I have officially started it. I have almost completed the bottom story, but I have a lot of the frame done, which was the hardest part, which was capturing the look of the frame. And then as you can see, I also have been reworking the construction zone a bit just because I've had a couple of ideas which I am going to share in this video. But first off, if you haven't seen week 15, just pause the video right here and just go watch a small portion of it so you can understand the design for Oscorp, as this is going to be the most technical building I am going to make. Also, by the end of this year, I will have over 3/4 of the mock done, so every video from here on out is going to be filled with tons and tons of progress as I am on break, and Christmas break is coming up since I am a college student. But without ado, let's go and revisit a little bit of the design, and let's see all of the progress I've made with Oscorp. So before we go on to Oscorp itself, I kind of want to focus on the design for just 1 second. So the first story is going to be the lobby. Second one is going to be Lab 2. The Lab 2 is going to be based off the Amazing Spider-Man 2, in which, there's spiders, all the lab equipment, all the scientists, etc. As this is Oscorp, this is not just Norman Osborn's building. This is, an actual industry, right? Lab 3 is going to be the Green Goblin lab, in which the Green Goblin is born, the Goblin gliders in there. It's essentially an entire floor dedicated to, Green Goblin. The tech room is where Oscorp's technology is, such as the Rhino suit, Mysterio's drones, and all of that fun stuff. As this mock does have a story, the story is that the Sinister Sticks came in, they stole the tech from Oscorp, and they are going on a rampage. You're going to see that in the mock, specifically the broken windows back there. The office / penthouse is basically Norman Osborn's personal house, where there's going to be couches, living spaces, etc. All right, at the top there's going to be a helipad, just some interesting shapes and angles and antennas. But you're not here to see the design, you're here to see this. And oh my gosh, it is huge. It is very big. It's bigger than the Daily Bugle. And I think that's a giant testament to how massive this is going to be. I said I wanted this to be the biggest building in the entire mock, and it is going to be. And I like how the first floor just flows so well with the entire mock, as this is going to be like a square shape with these interesting pillars on the sides. So the pillars are kind of the outline for the mock to kind of keep it in its place, but add so much awesome detail to it. So first, let's go over the lettering. With some snot and curved bricks, I have put Oscorp, the letters for our Oscorp at least. These grill pieces are not permanent. I'm just outlining it because I don't have the correct color snot tiles for this. I had to order some, so these grill pieces right here are not permanent. But overall, it looks really great. This is more of a frame right now instead of an actual building. So like as you can see, all these inverted pieces and, filter bricks in the mock itself, they're not permanent. It's not gonna be like that. It's gonna be all covered up soon, which is going to be nice. So the pillars, I have nothing else to focus on other than, I gave it a curvature shape right here, but that's purely, for my pride and to give it some nice detail. But let's go on to the end, like kind of the outside of the mock. So it is paved all the way around, a sidewalk that goes all the way around, which is nice. As you can see, there are occasionally stud bricks, and that's just so I can add figures and keep them in place so I don't have to constantly reposition them. They can at least have a little bit of footing, but keep like a nice look overall. There are going to be like street lamps, newspaper clippings all over, maybe some discarded newspapers, maybe some rumble, who knows. I'm just going to kind of leave that for time to tell. The outside, we're going to have kind of a giant statue of Norman Osborn right here. As you can see, I've already added 2 pillars. This is purely because I feel like a statue out here would just kind of elevate Oscorp overall to kind of make it look great. So let me know your ideas on the statue. So there are going to be 2 more pillars on this corner and this corner as well. They're going to kind of go up and they're going to slide over like this, just to add kind of a dynamic nature to the mock. The entranceway is, I don't know how to feel about it. It kind of looks great, but at the same time it doesn't. I'm gonna kind of rework it a bit just to kind of see how I can spruce it up, or I might just wait, complete the building, and then redo this if I don't like it. These ugly pieces that you're seeing at the top are actually fragments of, I was trying to create like DNA, molecule, atoms, and stuff out of Lego to kind of give like a little like Oscorp weird molecule design right here to kind of bring out every portion of the mock, because I want each story to have something unique on the outside so it doesn't look just like a bland building overall. I just wanted something nice. And I have been, as you can see, been putting these window tiles and pieces to use, as everything is completely windowed all the way around. I would say instead of, I have some, stud bricks poking out right here. That's to add some snot tiles to kind of make it look clean, but also, not very rushed. And I would say the design overall is very nice. I have nothing done in the lobby, but you probably know what to expect. There's gonna be TVs, there's gonna be cashiers, there's going to be like a little waiting room. Typical lobby. It's gonna be the most boring part, but I would say I'm more focused on foundation. So what I meant by story when I said the tech room is that Rhino is actually going to be escaping. One of the things I want to do with this mock is ensure that I can have multiple positions for figures so that when I take it to competitions next year, each competition, I'm going to place the figures in a different way to kind of give everyone a unique perspective. This is going to be one of the places for Rhino, as he is going to be rushing through the windows. He has, escaped from the 4th story, which is going to be about right here. There's going to be a hole all the way down, and he's going to have escaped. I added some studs for glass particles, and overall, it looks great. Let me know what you think. And let me know what you think of Oscorp overall. Next week, I plan to have this story done and at least have started the second one. But I'll just kind of keep you tuned. Let's go and put this on the mock. Okay, guys. This is the first time I have done this. I have stuck all 3 plots on top of the subway system. And oh my gosh, it is huge. I didn't expect it to be this big, and I planned and designed the mock rigorously. Holy moly. This is now the mock that has broken my studio, and I am so thrilled with the progress. Oscorp, as I've said before, is bigger than Daily Bugle. The antenna right there doesn't count. That just doesn't count. I'm talking the from roof to roof, okay? Oscorp is bigger. Oscorp is definitely going to be the gem in this entire mock, just based off its size and its design. But first, let's kind of go on to the system. So throughout the mock, as you can see, it's just a bunch of filter bricks that are kind of holding everything together. But I have to work on some structural integrity, specifically right here. It's at a slant, and I'm not liking that. So next week, we're going to focus heavily on just fixing up this entire portion where everything's going to go. I'm going to pause Oscorp actually to kind of give a lot of time to just focus on all of these. The Daily Bugle, as you can see, it's only on a platform. It doesn't have a thick base like Oscorp does, so I'm going to give it that. I'm going to give it that 1 brick, basically single brick up base, so it's a lot sturdier. So everything is where it's going to be. So the construction zone is actually going to be extended out. The Daily Bugle has the corner, Oscorp has the middle, and then I'm going to include a second building just on this corner right there. So overall, this is kind of the design coming together. So this is kind of, it's just everything has a place now, and I can visualize it, and it's huge. So I'm going to kind of give you a quick breakdown. So a road is going to shoot from here all the way down to the end of the mock right here. There's going to be a road right here and half of a road right here. So that's why, as you can see, I have been working on the construction zone. It's because half of a road is going to go right here. So I want to make sure that can be placed right there. It wouldn't cause problems with the portions of the mock that are already built, etc., etc. So I hope that you're all liking this half as much as I am. And we have a lot to look forward to in the future. Next week, like I said, you're going to see all 3 buildings on here again, and we're going to focus primarily on the entire thing. So leave any suggestions that you have. If you think that anything should be added or kind of taken away, let me know. But this is a massive mock in every sense. Like I said, I'm estimating it to be around 50,000 pieces. And this is the main section. While another section is going to slide on to right here, this is the section that's going to be the star of all of it. So now let's go and conclude the video. So just one final note. This mock is so big, it is actually blocking out most of the lighting for this video. So if this shot seems kind of tacky and just kind of messed up, blame the mock. It is blocking so much sunlight, but that's just a compliment for how big it is. While this isn't my biggest or most ambitious mock I've ever built, this is hands down going to be my best yet. From the techniques, from the figures, to the scenes, to the design, this is overall going to be a majestic mock. I'm pushing Legos to its limits, and I'm going to make sure to document all of it to share with you. So please leave suggestions. I am not the biggest Spider-Man fan. I'm more of a fan of Batman, Captain America, etc. But I'm getting more and more into Spider-Man as this goes along. So just leave any suggestions you have. If you want to see any buildings, any scenes, any basically structural things that you noticed that I didn't, just let me know. Next week, we're going to focus on the structure. And from there, I'm just going to complete more and more and more. So please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. And as always, my fellow builders, keep on building.